We are gonna get started. All right, well, thank you for joining us tonight. We're gonna keep this call down to about 30 minutes because your time is valuable. And if you're anything like me and a lot of us here, oh, now the dog's walking. We're all super busy. So we're gonna give you a little bit of info on the product, and we are going to go into a little bit more on that as well. So a couple of things I just wanted to say before we really get into it, and I think this is something we can all agree on, that health globally is on the decline. But people are more interested in their health than ever before. Sorry, my husband's going to deal with the dogs. There's apparently something up the front looking at. But people are more interested in health than ever before, and we all know that we should be eating lots and lots of fruit and vegetables every single day, but are we actually doing it? So I think we can all agree that we're busier than we've ever been, but the problem is we're more tired than we've ever been, and we're also sicker than ever as well. So we know what we should be doing, but it's just so hard to do it. And unfortunately, because of our busy schedules, we're starting to sacrifice good food and health for convenience. So I don't know how many of you know that we should be eating 9 to 13 servings of fruit and veg every single day. How many of you ate that today? I know I didn't. I think I might have had 3 or 4. Wasn't a very good day. We were pretty busy. But that's what happens. Life happens, Not only that, but our quality, the quality of the food that we're eating is
good.
As good as it used to be. The soil that it's being grown in is deficient. It's picked before it's ripe. It travels long distances. So by the time we get it,
that'd be great.
And then of course we cook it, and, cook all the nutrients out of it as well. So we got a really easy solution. And those are our Juice Plus products. We have the fruit, the veggie, and the berries. When you take all 3 of these, you're getting 30 different vine-ripened, non-GMO, gluten-free fruits and vegetables every single day. So not only are we getting these lots of different nutrients, this is all going to fill in the gaps between what we should eat every single day. So it's the products, all the fruits and veggies are juiced. They're dehydrated at super low temperatures to preserve as much nutrition. They're all encapsulated. Another great thing about this is if you take a look at the label, and you may not be able to see that, but we can show you a picture afterwards, they have a nutrition fact label. So it means it's food. If you take a look at a supplement you have, they may have a supplement label on it. So the nice thing with Juice Plus, and the reason that we started taking it was because at the time when I first heard about it, I was a skydiving instructor in my 20s with some vegetables. So at the time, it just made perfect sense. I knew I needed it. I knew that if my body could get the nutrition it was supposed to have, it was going to work like it's supposed to work. Nutrition was at the bottom of my priorities when I was in my 20s. So fast forward, we then had our daughter Bailey. I was taking Juice Plus through my whole pregnancy, and then Bailey was born. And as you saw then, she's a healthy little 7-year-old who has only ever been on 1 round of antibiotics and is virtually never sick. Now, of course, we all get sick a little bit, but it's a little sniffle that just is around for a couple of days. Nothing major that knocks us out for a week. As a child, I was always sick. I was constantly getting ear infections, sinus infections, and I was probably a week out of every month, I was off school or off of work. Knowing what I know now, it's because my nutrition was not very good at all. The nice thing about Juice Plus is we could give you lots of different stories of different results that different people have had. But the nice thing about Juice Plus is we also have over 30, I think we're now up to 35 studies, different gold standard placebo-controlled studies that have been carried out at institutions all over the world, from places like King's College in London, University of Florida, Nemours Children's Hospital, and many more. And they show things that Juice Plus is bioavailable, which is super important. That means that your body is actually using this and you're not just making expensive urine, which is huge because we don't want that. And it's also been shown to improve cardiovascular health, skin health, gum health, and many, many other things. So it just makes sense. What's really cool as well is our company is all about giving, and Jim's going to tell you a lot more about that later on as well. But our company also has what they call the Children's Health Study. So when you are an adult taking Juice Plus, you can sponsor a child and they get to take Juice Plus for free. How awesome is that? And if they don't take capsules, no big deal. We have chewables, gummies that the kids can take, or adults if they don't want to swallow a capsule. And we have those in all 3 of the blends. So now we've got us all covered for fruits and veggies. But then we also have our whole food-based drink mix. And this is great because this is plant-based, so that's really cool because that's not going to give your blood sugar that roller coaster effect through the day with those big spikes and those big crashes, because that's when we can make quite pretty poor decisions. So you can use that complete as breakfast, as a pre-workout snack, as a post-workout snack. Maybe you want it as a late-night snack if you got a little bit of a sweet tooth before you go into bed. So that's an option as well. But our company, our mission too is inspire healthy living around the world. So we do that with all of those products. We also have our bars as well, which I've run out of. But we have 2 bars that are also plant-based as well. And those are great whole food bars as a nice healthy snack when you're on the road. But we have one other product which goes right along with our mission of inspiring healthy living, and that is our Tower Garden. Our Tower Garden is amazing. I have never been able to grow anything but weeds. I tried to grow in the soil, I still kill houseplants, but my towers just grow with or without me, in spite of me. So with the towers, I just naturally, the towers are just amazing because they kind of sell themselves. Let me see here. I have a couple of pictures of my towers that I want to see if I can show you. Open these up. Just so you can get the picture, because I can explain it all you like, but unless you can actually see it, you're not going to really get a grasp for what it is. So the Tower Garden is an aeroponic, come on. It's an aeroponic vertical garden that allows you to grow up to 20 plants in this one little space. Here we go. Share screen. So here's my tower. So here's 2 of my towers I've got out the front. One of them on the left there has got strawberries on. This was early in the season. And the other one is like my green machine full of all my greens, lettuces, and herbs. My next one is my tower, my tomato tower. This one has only tomatoes on it. Just a few close up there. And that was what I harvested one morning about 2 weeks ago. And it was over 2 pounds of tomatoes. So the towers make it super easy because there's no weeding, no digging, no tilling. And it just makes it super, super simple to grow. So I'm going to introduce now, Dawn is going to share her story with us. So Dawn, over to you.
Hi, I'm Dawn Shaffer. I live in a little town in northern Minnesota where I worked as a family nurse practitioner for the last 25 years. When I heard about Juice Plus, I had been working 2 part-time nurse practitioner jobs, had 4 children at home, one that was getting ready to graduate from high school. We just moved into a new house. I was involved in Boy Scouts. I was a Girl Scout leader, teaching CPR, active in church and community. In other words, I was burning the candle at both ends. We were taking a long list of supplements because even though we tried to eat healthy, it didn't always work out that way. And I didn't think we were getting enough. I heard about Juice Plus from another nurse. It made more sense to me to be taking a whole food supplement instead of isolated fractionated vitamins. In April of 1998, I decided I owed it to myself and my family to at least try it. Within 2 weeks of starting Juice Plus, and at that time it was only the fruit and the vegetable capsules, I noticed I had more energy, I was sleeping better, my bowels were more regular. I decided the whole family needed to be taking it. My dear husband rolled his eyes, but said, "Yes, dear." We soon noticed that we were not getting sick as often. My daughter's asthma improved. We started using Juice Plus Complete and fell in love with fruit smoothies for breakfast in the morning and no longer had the usual mid-morning slump. When the Vineyard capsules came out, we were in the test group that was taking 2 a day. My husband noticed improvements almost right away. I did not. I have a very strong family history for cardiovascular health problems. So when the testing period was over, I started taking 4 Vineyard along with my fruit and the vegetable capsules. And in no time, I saw the same health benefits my husband had had. I am so impressed with the quality and the availability of the research the Juice Plus company is committed to. Research shows that the longer you take Juice Plus, the more beneficial results you'll see. This has been the case for us. 6 months after taking Juice Plus, I no longer had PMS, and my early menopausal symptoms that I was starting to have went away. My husband says, "Thank you, Juice Plus." After taking it for 6 years, my allergies started to improve. As a health professional, I know that this is not what usually happens. I used to have 2 weeks of problems in the spring and the fall. Now, I rarely have any symptoms, and when I do, they are always mild and only last a day or 2, and sometimes only an hour or 2, even when the pollen count is high. I have 2 tower gardens, and I love not having to do any weeding. I'll take Juice Plus for the rest of my life because of what it is continuing to do in my body and what research shows, even that I cannot feel. Thank you.
Awesome, Don. Thank you very much for sharing your fantastic story with us all. And I think we agree what an amazing gift Juice Plus has been for you and your family. So shifting gears now, I think we can agree that we have amazing products that we share around the world. The name Juice Plus is the name of our company and also is connected to an amazing business opportunity for you to own your own business. My name is Dr. Jim Hubbard, and I have been practicing holistic chiropractor in Monroe for 44 years. Even though I had a great career with a very successful and rewarding practice, I had one major discontent. That was that I did not own my own life. Owning your own life means that you are able to travel when and wherever you want for as long as you want while having the health to enjoy it along with the money needed to pay for it. Now, as a responsible doctor, I need to be in my office and available for my patients whenever they need me. However, this means that I am tied to my office, thus I am trading time for dollars literally. So if I take too much time off, the patients are going to find another doctor to care for them. So my lifestyle at the time, right now, is not really one of owning my own life. 13 years ago, after being introduced to Juice Plus and taking it on and off for 3 times, I knew the product really worked because my job-related joint pains vanished every time I was eating Juice Plus and returned when I quit taking it. I'm not really quick on the uptake sometimes. So I knew Juice Plus worked and that the industry worked because I had friends that were largely successful in the business. Based on some previous bad experiences, I knew that I had to choose wisely the next time I joined a company. I heard about a Juice Plus boot camp training in Traverse City put on by Jerry and Nancy Kropa. There were about 80 attendees along with a corporate vice president in attendance. What I learned that weekend was that everyone at the boot camp, including the vice president, were focused on helping other people become healthier and have more money to realize their dreams. That was the focus of everybody there, which impressed me. With this knowledge, along with the fact that the company had been successfully in business since 1970 with the same CEO, Jay Martin, and had a mission statement of providing a stable and lasting company to help as many people as possible realize their dreams, I knew I'd found a company that I could really rely on. The fact that I did not have to be a salesperson, but simply share my story with people on how products had helped me and my family and my patients, made the decision to join a no-brainer. For the last 13 years, the Juice Plus pay plan has provided my family the extra money to pay for some awesome vacations like Hollywood, San Diego Zoo, cruises, etc. Just last month, it allowed us to travel to Jamaica for a week over the holidays. Most importantly, last year, a Juice Plus check paid for some last-minute airfare for my wife and I to fly to Utah so we could be with our son, who earlier that morning had been in a life-threatening automobile accident and was in a coma. This Juice Plus residual money has been the extra money that has made life easier and more fun for me and my family. Currently, my Juice Plus business is on track to replace my chiropractic income in the very near future and allow me to finally own my own life. Yay! As excited as that is, the best part of this business for me is the Juice Plus community of people that have become some of my best friends in the entire world. Many of you see on this call tonight. In the Juice Plus culture, everyone is positive and upbeat with a desire to see you succeed with whether you're on their team or not. It really doesn't matter. It's truly a refreshing thing since everybody's trying to help you. Is the exact opposite of the corporate world where coworkers are stabbing you in the back so that they can get ahead. The Zoom call occurs every Monday night at 7:30 is a classic example of that help we're talking about. In the Juice Plus company, we have so much fun together at boot camps, conferences, and locally with various business events that we do together. In this business, we get paid for helping other people make their lives better. This is why I will be involved in the Juice Plus company forever. So allow me to give you a little more information now about our company and our business. It's a company with longevity that has been around since 1970. That's 47 years now with the same founder and president. In addition, the mission statement I told you about earlier, we are focused on inspiring healthy living around the world, like Dee was talking about. Simply one change at a time. We do business now in over 23 countries, and the Juice Plus company is debt-free and will become a $1 billion a year company in the next year. Maybe two, but at the longest. The longevity and level of success that I've been talking about is so important because of the financial uncertainty in the world today. It gives us confidence and trust in the company going forward into the future. It's a company with a really big heart who has invested millions of dollars in our children's health study. This really touches my heart because of the millions of families that are participating and benefiting from that program. The company is all about giving back to the communities. The charities that they are giving to is St. Jude's Hospital. They're giving, in the next 5 years, 10 million meals to the Volunteers of America. They're donating a tower garden to 4,200 boys clubs in North America, which is going to positively affect 4 million children. How awesome is that? We prove our business model is actually a conglomerate of several different business models taken from successful businesses around the world. We call our business model the virtual franchise. We have a proven system of success with an amazing compensation plan that is working for many people around the world. It only costs $50 a year to become one of our team members. Where else can you buy a world-class business for $50? What a deal. We get paid 4 different ways: retail profit, commissions, bonuses, and benefits. The top position enjoys a corporate-style benefit package that is outstanding. It includes medical, dental, vision, life insurance, disability insurance, long-term insurance, college tuition reimbursement, and an expense supplement, as well as a holiday bonus that ranges from $250 to $1,000. Beats a frozen turkey, as Nancy would say. All positions are permanent and does not require requalification. Our company is a forward-thinking company, so stay tuned because we have all new product in the next few months. And like our other products, it's going to be a first in the marketplace. Our company makes it so easy for us. All you have to do is share your story with people and place their order through your own personal website. The company processes their order, bills and collects from the customer, ships the product, and then you get paid your retail profit and commission. How cool is that? We get paid amazing bonuses for building a team. And so that's where the real residual income comes from, is team building. The company even supports our customers with continuing education. So you're not taking a risk by having to first purchase a product, store it in your garage, turn around and deliver it and sell it. That's what I love. It's a very, very easy company to be involved with. There's no pressure. There's two ways you can approach this business. The fast track way with bonuses that reward you for moving fast, or the cumulative way that allows you to go slower at your own pace. You can take it easy, go slow as you want, your choice. The business is done in part-time hours, and many people do it in stolen moments. It's like 5-10 minutes at a time. So like I said, you can do this two different ways. You get to choose which way you want. To be honest, most people are doing it the fast track way because they're seeing amazing things growing in their business. The duplication process takes over, and it just accelerates the growth process. So if someone is sharing this opportunity with you tonight or sharing the recording with you, all you have to do is decide what you want to create. Talk to the person that invited you on the call, and they will tell you what you need to do to create the income you desire. When I looked at this opportunity, my question was, so what do I have to do? The answer was, just work with your sponsor and they will show you the way. It's not about being the expert, but simply learning one step at a time. You learn while you earn. These weekly Zoom events are available to you as a great way to build your business. You don't need to be the expert on the product or the business. Just invite people to this call so they can hear the stories, learn about the products and the business in the convenience of their own home. So allow me now to introduce to you a forward-thinking doctor and my very good friend, Dr. Valerie Miles, who will share her experience with the Juice Plus business with you. So Dr. Valerie, take it away. Dr. Valerie,
cautious about supplements and that sort of thing. And I, I was a little intrigued, though. The mom that shared Juice Plus with me in my practice, her children
Dr.
had
Valerie,
been.
this is
Yeah?
Nancy. You were muted out. I just unmuted you. So if you could start from the beginning, because your story is so amazing. Thank you.
Can you hear me now?
We can.
Okay, well, I was saying I'm so happy to see all these happy faces. Sorry, I don't know that I thought I unmuted. Sorry about that. Well, I'm a pediatrician. I own my own practice in Jacksonville, Florida. And when I first heard about Juice Plus, I was pretty skeptical. A mom in my practice shared it with me, and it was kind of intriguing because her children were all of a sudden well for the last year, when they had been in the office so many times per month that I couldn't count anymore. And so it sort of sounded too good to be true. But what I found was that I was really attracted by all the research that was done that has already been reviewed. I mean, it's phenomenal. And there's no nutritional supplement like that. So I thought, the first thing I thought of was my family, and started using them as guinea pigs to see if this stuff really had any kind of effect. And what I didn't realize at the time how stressed I was, and how sleep deprived I was, and how I needed coffee in the afternoon to bump up my energy. And I just thought that was normal because I was working full time, owning my practice, and dealing with all that stress. And what I found after just 2 or 3 weeks was that I was sleeping soundly, had tons of energy, and didn't have to drink that coffee anymore. And pretty soon that winter, I just wasn't getting sick anymore. Like, I have kids coughing in my face all the time. And so between that and the research and some other really great results with my family at home that I was having, I really started getting it. And I am so grateful for Celine, who introduced Juice Plus to me, because now I'm telling you, I feel so much younger every year. I am so much healthier because of Juice Plus, and I'll appreciate that forever. I feel like I'm reverse aging. That's really the cool thing. But I'll tell you, I wasn't very interested in the business because I was so busy and so stressed with the practice I was trying to run that I didn't need another business. But what happened was I was naturally starting to share with friends and family, and I gradually, slowly started sharing with patients and parents in the practice when there were things that I couldn't help, and just noticing great improvements in the patients. And I thought, well, I'm going to share this anyway. So I actually joined the business on that well, I'm going to share it anyway, so I might as well join the business. And over just the first few years, I was just kind of having fun. I actually really enjoyed all the Juice Plus events that we were creating and having, and I was enjoying learning about nutrition that I didn't learn about in med school. And it just kind of organically grew. And my paycheck got to a point at one point where my husband, I think it had a comma in it finally, and my husband got impressed at that point. And so, it was just something that was side income that we were building, because at the time when this first started, we had only college savings for our daughter, who was 9 or 10 at the time, and no retirement, and hardly any retirement income, and hardly any vacation money to spend. We just didn't have any spending money. I think people think that doctors make so much money, but us who are really in the trenches, like teachers, pediatricians, family practice doctors, we're at the bottom of the barrel a little bit. So we have the struggles with that as well. And I was really enjoying having a little extra money on the side. And so I just kept having fun with it. And then 2008 hit. And when the recession hit and the stock market crashed, my husband's business, he was actually with a family-owned business that he was supposed to inherit that was tied to the real estate market, that just had been around for 30-something years and closed all in one day. And all of our benefits were gone, and half of our income was gone all in one day. And if we hadn't been building the Juice Plus income and having fun on the side and developing a check that really could sustain us, he would have, I don't know, I think we probably would have lost our house, because we wouldn't have been able to keep up with the mortgage payment. And he would have had to go directly out and try and hunt a job down in corporate America, where he would have probably been traveling at least a couple of weeks out of the month. And instead, we had the freedom to have him stay home and be a stay-at-home dad for our daughter, and work from home with the Juice Plus business, which he decided to do over her middle school and high school years, which was just priceless. So for us, it was really, all of a sudden, I saw the value that the business had with the benefits that Jim described. And having lost all of our benefits and not having any other option at the time, we saw that and we went straight for NMD and got there in 18 months from that point. And it's just been the hugest blessing in our lives to actually be able to work for something and get it on top of, I have a ceiling in my income in my office. The insurance companies are only going to pay me a certain amount, but this way I have control over it, and I can create the time freedom. I can create the travel fund and the retirement income, and just look forward to a wonderful retirement because of this company, and I'm forever grateful for that. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Jim, back to you.
I'm glad you're sticking to it, Ira. It's a great story. Thanks, sweetheart, for sharing your inspiring business story with us. So in wrapping up, we need more people to help us educate the world on whole food nutrition, and to continue helping people take control of their health and their wellness. So are you one of those people? Do you know someone who may want to join our mission and get paid for being a positive impact in people's lives? There are 3 types of people on this call tonight. Type 1, you may be saying, thank you for sharing your business culture with me, and I think I'll think about it, and I need more information. Or you could be type 2. You may be saying, I love this concept. I just want to get started in this amazing Juice Plus product as quick as possible. How do I get signed up? Or possibly type 3. It all makes sense to me, you're saying. I want to join your mission of helping people. When and how can I get started? So in closing, I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. Immediately after this call ends, connect with the person who invited you on the call and tell them if you are a type 1, 2, or 3. And remember, we want to help you look good, feel good, and make money, but more importantly, have tons and tons of fun just like we do in this business. Oh, wait a minute. Before I forget, following tonight's webinar, there is an international business call that's been going on every Monday night for 26 years, talking about longevity and consistency. The guest speaker tonight is Dr. Tamara Sachs, MD.
Stop.
Her topic is the heart of the matter. The call starts at 8:30 p.m. If you would like to learn more about our business culture, get in touch with the person that invited you on the call tonight, and they can give you the call-in number as well as the access code. So thank you again for joining our call tonight, and have a very blessed and great evening. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.
So basically, without
See you later.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.